American Dad, the biggest difference from Family Guy. Hey guys, welcome back to Laffy Tunes. When Seth MacFarlane's second adult-oriented animated series premiered on Fox, critics instantly compared it to his first. On the surface, it's easy to why American Dad would be compared to Family Guy. They both share the nuclear family setup and MacFarlane's pop culture reference-heavy humor. But on closer inspections, they are a very different show. So in today's video, we take a look at how these two shows are very different from each other. Stay tuned. Has no cutaways. One thing you may have noticed while watching American Dad is that it has no cutaways. One of the hallmarks of Family Guy is the cutaways gags. Little non-sequitur sketches with no relations to the episode's plot setup with lines like, "This even worse than the time." Some fans enjoys the cutaway as they make the show feels like as much of a sketch show as a narrative sitcom, while others feels they weaken Family Guy's storytelling. Unlike Family Guy, American Dad doesn't rely on cutaways. Instead, the joke comes from the characters and the absurd situations they find themselves in, far less derivative of The Simpsons. Much like Kings of the Hills, Bob's Burgers, and F is for Family, both Family Guy and American Dad are adult-oriented family sitcoms riding the coattails of Matt Groening's groundbreaking series The Simpsons. But Family Guy borrows a lot more from The Simpsons than American Dad. Like The Simpsons, Family Guy is about a working-class family with a blue-collar dad, a stay-at-home mom, and 3 kids. Even some of Family Guy's supporting characters, like Seamus and Dr. Hartman, are derivative of supporting characters from The Simpsons. With Stan's government job and Roger's extraterrestrial antics, American Dad has carved out its own niche separate from The Simpsons. Political premise. While the political overtones of American Dad have been phased out over the years, it was conceived way back in 2005 as a satire of the conservative policies of the Bush administration. Early episodes dealt with issues like abortion, gay rights, and gun control. The storylines usually involve Haley bringing her father around to a more liberal perspective. Family Guy has tackled politics in a handful of episodes, but its premise isn't specifically based on political divisions. Characters are more consistent. The writers of Family Guy will change the flimsy characterizations of the Griffins to suit the needs of the given storyline. Stewie was originally a diabolical, matriarchal genius, but has since been recharacterized as a camp and harmless. Brian was originally the voice of reason's opposite Peter's anarchy, but has since been recharacterized as an extreme left-winger and failed writer. In American Dad, the characters are a lot more consistent. Stan has always been a well-meaning sociopath. Francine has always had a hidden wild side. Steve has always been unpopular and nerdy. The writer of American Dad have a much firmer grasp on the Smiths' personalities. The writers built on the running gags. The running gags in Family Guy rarely evolve. Every fight between Peter and Ernest the Giant Chicken is a dull and redundant and dragged out as the last. Every Conway Twitty appearance since the first one has been an unwelcome distraction padding out the episode's runtime. In American Dad, the writers actually built on the running gags. Take the Golden Church saga, for instance. That was an ongoing episodic narrative in its own right that it came to an explosive conclusion in season 15's 300. Roger's personas. The breakout star of American Dad and the show's most unique character is Roger, the alien who saves Stan's life at Area 50 and lives in a Smith's attic. The early episodes kept Roger confined to the house, but his character was significantly expanded when the writers came up with the concept of his personas. Some of the show's most interesting storylines revolve around Roger's uncanny disguises and the characters attached to them. While Peters has enjoyed a wide variety of careers and Stewie has an arsenal of sci-fi gadgets, Family Guy has no character that can seamlessly embody a different alter ego every week. Stronger female characters. One of the main criticisms of Family Guy is that its female characters are poorly written. Lois is a collection of outdated housewife stereotypes, while Meg has been on the receiving end of insults throughout the series' entire run. The female characters in American Dad are much stronger. Francine is a party animal with a biting personality, and Haley is an outspoken liberal and political activist. The Smith family mocks the pet, not the daughter. The families in both Family Guy and American Dad have a member that everybody else mocks relentlessly. The Griffin bully Max, the teenage daughter, whereas the Smith families bully Klaus. They're talking goldfish. Mac and Klaus essentially have the same role in their shows. It's just that one of them is a human and the other is pet. Ironically, the daughter in American Dad, Haley, and the talking pet in Family Guy, Brian, are often the ones doling out wry insults instead of receiving them. The show is more story-driven. The writers of Family Guy rarely tell traditionally structured stories. Instead, they'll set up a premise and come up with a series of gags relating to that premise without developing a real plot. In one episode, Peter patches over a plot hole by claiming it was explained in a deleted scene. At the end of a recent episode, Peter tells the audience, "We don't know how to end these shows anymore, so we just do nonsense." The writing in American Dad is a lot stronger. The writers tell real stories and wring humors out of plot points instead of random jokes out of the left field. Season 7, The Worst Stan, for example, establishes Stan's goal to be the best man at a wedding, and throws in countless obstacles like the return of the groom's prison wife and the bride revealing that she isn't marrying out of love. The show has gotten better over time. Over the years, as with most popular TV shows, Family Guy's quality has declined. The show itself has even made self-aware references to its own downfall. American Dad has followed the opposite trajectory. It's actually gotten better over time as the series keeps moving from strength to strength. The watershed moment was when McFarlane left the show in the hands of co-creator Mike Barker and Matt Weitzman, who dropped the political angle and focused on the weirder elements that makes American Dad so unique. That's all we have for you today. Do you agree with the differences we've pointed out? Let us know down below. Thank you for watching.